WKBN First News Network, home of the high school basketball starting five, celebrating over 20 years of live television sports in the Valley. This is the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week, sponsored by Stadium GM and Sheely's.
And we reach it tonight from the friendly confines of Austintown Fitch High School. It is a midweek presentation of the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week in the All-American Conference. Tonight, the Austintown Fitch Falcons play host to the undefeated Canfield Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Chad Krispinski alongside Todd McElroy. A midweek affair. Canfield playing some good basketball. Fitch trying to come up with a marquee victory. Should be a lot of fun here in Austintown.
It should be. All-American Conference play is just kind of starting to ramp up. Both squads have two, conference games that they've played. On one hand, Austintown was not very successful against Warren Harding, but Warren Harding is very good. And you know what? Canfield kind of took it to Boardman a little bit. Boardman played them tough, and Canfield's just doing a great job of just kind of grinding those wins out and really taking a lot of teams' best shots in the meantime.
Austintown Fitch checks into this one with a record of 6-5. Canfield undefeated at 12-0. The Falcons had won 4 straight games from December 11th to December 21st, then came up short in 3 straight, so they'll try to snap that 3-game slide here tonight. Meanwhile, not much has gone wrong for the Canfield Cardinals. They are 12-0 coming in, and Canfield defeated Norton 31-20 back on Monday night in a low-scoring affair. But boy, Coach Matt Reel has them playing some excellent basketball right now, doesn't he?
He really does. Canfield just does it in a lot of different ways. I mean, this is a team that can really shoot the ball well, and they're very offensively gifted, but they've kind of understood that they can win basketball games by more than just shooting the ball well.
Our officials tonight, Mark Brungard, Gary Jennings, and Jeff Davis. As you get a look at head coach Matt Reel, this has been a series that has been dominated by Canfield in recent seasons. In fact, the Cardinals have won 7 of the last 8 meetings between these two programs. So momentarily, we will have our national anthem, and shortly thereafter, we will have our starting lineups and the opening tip. Chad Krispinski and Todd McElroy with you. And now, at this time, we pause to honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And we're ready to play some basketball here on this Wednesday night in the All-American Conference. It will be unbeaten Canfield facing off with Austintown Fitch. Chad Krispinski, Todd McElroy with you. Let's check in with our keys to the game, which are brought to you by Avalon Pizza Downtown. Todd, take it away.
Well, I think Canfield knows, and Coach Reel and his staff both knows that Fitch is going to throw a lot of things at them, so they need to make sure that they execute and they recognize what defense is given to them so they know how to attack it. On the other side, I think sometimes when you're a team, and I know that Fitch is down maybe one player, but again, I think when you want to try to keep a high-powered offense and not have them have the ball, you got to be very patient offensively on the other end in order to keep the ball out of their hands. And then lastly, it's a huge key. It doesn't matter which game we do, but crashing the glass and owning the glass both on the offensive and defensive sides of the floor is just a key component.
So the Austintown Fitch Falcons are set to be introduced. It is a Fitch lineup that will be without the services of senior Elizabeth Spaulding, who is out with an injury tonight. So the Falcons will send out a starting lineup that includes Jenna Profanchik at one guard, Samantha Severn at another, Kaylin Bauer is another guard, Rachel Spaulding also in the backcourt, and Juliana Farmer at forward to start for the Falcons. For the undefeated Canfield Cardinals on the other end, unbeaten at 12-0, the Cardinals will send out a group that will begin Marina Koenig at one guard. In fact, it's all five guards. Coach Reel told me size is not their forte, the Cardinals that is. Also in the starting lineup, Sophia Castronova, Jenna Treveri, Carly Fleming, and Aline Barakat, rounding out the starting five for Matt Reel. Austintown Fitch is coached by Dan Horacek, and we're just about ready to get this thing underway. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some girls basketball here on this Wednesday night. What's your message in the huddle for both sides as we approach the opening tip-off?
Let's start with the home team. Coach Horacek, he's got to tell his kids, listen, this is a great opportunity for us to knock off a really good basketball team. And then on the other side, Coach Reel is telling his players, hey, let's think one play, one possession at a time. Because you know what? Sometimes kids, when they're undefeated, they're kind of playing to make sure that they don't kind of blemish that zero that they have in the loss column. And I know Coach Reel has given his girls a great message in saying, hey, just do the things that we do and do them well, and the scoreboard's going to take care of itself.
All right, ready to go. Fitch and Canfield facing off in the AAC. The opening tip is knocked and controlled by Canfield, and we're underway here at Austintown Fitch. Cardinals swing it onto the left wing into the hands of Marina Koenig. Up top, it's Fleming giving way to Treveri. Treveri puts it up. It will not go. Off the miss, Fitch with a rebound, and the Falcons will push it up the floor. Spaulding cut off, low block to the top of the key. It is Severn. Back outside the three-point line. Now back up to the top of the key. It's Jenna Profanchik. Rachel Spaulding, a senior, has it back across the way to Severn. Topside Spaulding. Couple of dribbles. Severn. Skip pass. Here's Profanchik. And now Severn. Back to Spaulding. Muscles that one up. It's too strong. It pinballs its way into the hands of Jenna Treveri. Here comes Canfield at the other end.
They were pretty patient on that possession right there, Fitch was, and that's probably what Coach Horacek really wants out of his players on every possession.
Koenig, couple of dribbles. Up to Fleming. Here's Koenig to Treveri. Entry pass into the paint. It's knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay right here with 6:46 to play in the opening quarter.
Fitch starting out in a man-to-man. On the other side, Canfield and Black, they're running their 2-3 zone, which has really been their bread and butter defensively here this season.
Koenig backs her way in, works it outside. Right wing, Treveri. Cardinals will space themselves back out. Here is Koenig into the paint, whipping it to the left wing. Barakat for three, it's too strong. Offensive board, Fleming can't get that one to go. Off a couple of misses, here comes Fitch up the floor. Spaulding lost the handle. The takeaway by Treveri. Treveri, long lob to Fleming. Fleming gathers, puts it up, and it's a jump ball called. And the possession arrow will give it to Austintown Fitch. Good hustle by the Falcons back up the floor.
Yeah, Fitch doing a nice job of kind of getting back. I think some of the things that you're going to see throughout the duration of this game is that Canfield really does a nice job of getting out in the open floor and scoring in transition, and that effort is typically led by number 22, Carly Fleming, just doing a nice job of getting steals and getting runouts. Look for those plays tonight.
Falcons slow up the pace. On this trip up the floor, it's Profanchik. Topside Severn. Small roster in terms of numbers for Austintown Fitch. Here's Profanchik putting that one up off the back edge. It's no good. Offensive rebound, tracked down by Severn. And Severn has it back onto the wing. Off the dribble, Spalding puts it up over everything. And there's a tie-up, and there's a jump ball. And this time it will go in the other direction to Canfield.
Yeah, certainly right there, Severn doing a real nice job of kind of keeping the play alive, getting an offensive rebound, getting a loose ball. And on the other side, I can see Coach Real right now. He gets a little bit frustrated with the fact that those 50-50 balls don't go towards his team.
Over onto the left side, it's Fleming. Fleming to Koenig, firing. 3-ball, back edge, no good. Both teams ice cold, shooting from the floor. Bauer with the board for Fitch. Here's Severn spinning. And it is an offensive foul called against Austintown Fitch. It'll be Severn picking up the personal.
Yeah, she probably took, number one, it was a carry. But on the other side, it was something that she probably took 1-2 dribble too much. Just kick that out to the right wing and just be good to pass the ball to start that reversal going in your offensive action.
First foul of the night. It's on Severn. First on Fitch. Checking in for Canfield is C.C. Muckleroy. Across the time stripe into the forecourt. Cardinals with the basketball. Off the dribble. Scooping it up. Treveri can't get that one to go. Across the time stripe into the forecourt. Severn firing. 3-ball, back edge, no good. Treveri taps it around. Tracked down by Severn. The Falcons set up shop once again. Severn right along that sideline, and we have 5 seconds called, and the turnover gives it right back to the Cardinals.
You'll see some rotations and some guards here with Loriana Janone, number 2, coming in. Boy, I tell you what, there wasn't a lot of places that basketball could be passed by Severn's there. That's how much pressure that's applied, but a lot of those interceptors were ready to seal the ball if she did pass it out.
Castronova onto the left wing, Fleming. 3-ball for Castronova, up off the rim, no good, and the ball is out of bounds. And it will go to Canfield as we're down to 4:27 left to play in the opening quarter. Still no score in this one.
Yeah, but again, I think for both sides, you have to be kind of happy with the shots that you're getting, knowing full well they're going to fall eventually. And this is the kind of grind that really Canfield really enjoys because they do a real nice job on the defensive end.
Severn with the ball outside the 3-point line. Severn takes it back across to the top of the key. Here's Profanchik to Severn, firing. 3-ball, back edge, no good. Rebound down to Canfield's Carly Fleming. Fleming up the floor, has it across the way. This is Janone off the mark from deep. And Severn comes down with the rebound ahead of the pack. Spalding lost the handle, and the ball is out of bounds. And with 3:50 left to play here in the opening quarter, we will take timeout. Still no score between Fitch and Canfield on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
The best used cars in the Valley at StadiumGM.com.
The season of giving is here, and that means GM employee pricing to the public on all remaining 24 models. Only at the Stadium GM Superstore. Right now, everyone can save thousands with GM employee pricing on all remaining 2024 Chevys, Buicks, GMCs, and Cadillacs. It's the best time to buy, and we've even got sign and drive leases. Log on to StadiumGM.com or hurry in while supplies last at the Stadium GM Superstore in Salem.
Looking for a local insurance agent you can trust? Contact Mang Family Insurance for a quote today. Mang Family Insurance, a proud partner of the Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
3 minutes, 50 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter. between Austintown Fitch and Canfield in All-American Conference action on this Wednesday evening. Chad Krispinski, Todd Muckleroy with you. Halfway home here in the first quarter, still awaiting our first points. Both coaches, I would imagine, telling their players, settle down a little bit, right?
You know, if you get a look at this gym, the backdrops, the walls are pretty far away from the basket. It's a tough place to shoot. I know Austintown's typically used to this. They've had some opportunities, but yeah, just settle down, settle into the moment, and get some easy shots. They're going to fall.
Ball is loose on the floor. Another jump ball. We'll give it right back to Austintown Fitch. Amaya Harris, by the way, has checked in for the Falcons. And the Falcons have just 4 players on the bench. They're missing senior Elizabeth Spalding, who is out with an injury. Falcons have it. It's Rachel Spalding into the corner. Harris for 3. It's an air ball off the miss. Rebound to Janone of Canfield. Up the floor comes Treveri. Treveri directs traffic. Has it on the right wing. Koenig. Back up top to Janone. Here's Muckleroy. Back outside to Janone. Treveri thought about the 3, now backs her way in. Picked up defensively, tied up, and it's yet another jump ball. It'll keep it right here with 3:08 to play in the first period. Still scoreless tonight.
You know, Coach Horacek what he really is proud of his girls is the fact that they're scrappy and they're tough, and he wants them to play a little bit more physical. So, you know, he's probably challenged his ladies tonight to make sure that they are playing. They're doing a good job of kind of forcing jump balls, getting rebounds, pushing the ball the other way. So far, a pretty good start for Austintown, at least on the defensive end.
Jenna Havrilla checks in for Canfield. Off the dribble, Havrilla off balance. Couldn't get that one to drop in. Fitch with a rebound. Up the floor comes Spalding. She tracks it down in the corner. Ball is knocked away, gobbled up by Harris. We have an injured Canfield Cardinal. That one is off the mark, and the injured Cardinal is Jenna Havrilla. And she may have taken a shot to the head. She's grabbing the back of her head. There was some contact there. We'll get a look at it right here on the replay. Yeah, both players, in fact, a trio of players going up for the ball.
Yeah, pretty scary there as far as, like, you know, coming down and her head kind of snapping down to the floor. It's a scary situation right there, and you see it happen quite a bit in basketball just because they're falling backwards, and unfortunately you got to check that out. So hopefully Jenna's okay.
So Havrilla is being helped up and will slowly make her way off the floor, and hopefully everything is okay with her. Havrilla, a 5'5" junior for Canfield.
Just one of many guards that Coach Reel has and puts on in a rotation. And, you know, Jenna, she hustles on the floor, just does a great job of just getting 50-50 balls. She's shooting the ball very well this season, but definitely a key player for them in their rotation for their backcourt.
Top of the key, it's Koenig. Now to Muckleroy. She hands it off to Castronova. To the near side, Fleming. Top of the key, it's Koenig slicing now into the corner. Janone for 3, back edge no good. The rebound is tracked down by Austintown Fitch's Juliana Farmer across the time stripe into the forecourt. Ball is handed off to Samantha Severn. Severn gives way to Spalding. Spalding muscles that one up. Good defense on the interior by Muckleroy, and the Cardinals now will push it up the floor to the top of the key. This is Treveri. Over on the left side, Treveri takes it back. Treveri floats that one up a little bit short, and Farmer comes down with the board. It's a whistle and a Canfield foul that comes with 1:45 to play. I think they just got Treveri. That'll be the first foul on Canfield as a team.
You know, look for Canfield a couple possessions ago defensively. They kind of extended their pressure, trying to get a tip, trying to get a steal. We'll see if they get a little bit more aggressive in their defense to see if they can force a deflection and a turnover.
Closing in on 90 seconds left to play in the opening quarter. I don't know that I've ever called a scoreless first quarter. Severn goes off the dribble, floater up, no good. Treveri comes down with the rebound. Here come the Cardinals up the floor. Treveri slices into the paint. Koenig firing 3 ball. It's an air ball. And Severn down with the board for the Falcons. Severn slices into the paint, puts it off the glass and good. It bounces in, and Austintown Fitch takes a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, they're getting some transition opportunities. Severn did a good job. That's a tough shot. Not an easy one right there that she made.
Treveri swing it around now to the corner to Koenig. Koenig has her shot blocked by Severn. Here comes Fitch up the floor already with a 2-0 lead. Ball is in the hands of Profanchik. Back to Severn. Down to 35 seconds left in the quarter. Rachel Spalding back up to the top of the key. Here's Profanchik back to Spalding. Outside Severn. She thought about a three. Spalding firing. Three ball. Got it! Big shot for Spalding. And Fitch has scored the first 5 points of this ball game within the final 90 seconds of the opening quarter. Here is Treveri. With the first quarter clock winding down, they feed it to Barracat. Up, no good. But a foul is called with 7 seconds left in the first quarter.
Well, on the offensive end, Fitch, the shot goes in, and all of a sudden the basket kind of opens up a little bit, and then Spalding hits a shot from the left wing. So, again, it's all about kind of getting comfort and kind of settling in a little bit, as Aline Barracat certainly hits her first free throw.
First points for Canfield. It's 5-1. Barracat puts the second one up. It will not go. Off the miss. Rebound to the Falcons. Up ahead of the pack comes Profanchik. Severn firing off the mark. First quarter in the books. We go to the second quarter. 5-1. Austintown Fitch with the lead on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Sheely's Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses. The best things in life happen at home.
It's the event you've been waiting for. It's Sheely's annual New Year's event. Shop in store through January 11th and register to win gift cards and prizes from top vendors valued at over $45,000. Vendors like FlexSteel, Decorest, GE, and Serta. Treat yourself to new furniture in the new year with an extra 10% off these vendors. Plus, save big with these special purchases. Don't miss it. Giveaways and savings now through January 11th. Happy New Year from all of us at Sheely's.
Looking to sell your home? Call Classic Real Estate for hometown service, values, and expertise. Locally owned since 1969. Sell your home fast. Call Classic Real Estate at 330-757-8855.
Classic Real Estate proudly presents Poland's newest villa development. Villa Nora offers beautiful, custom-built 2- and 3-bedroom open-floored concepts. Call Classic Real Estate for details.
What motivated me was my family, especially my son who just had passed away. Once you get going and you see the results, that also is motivation enough. When you lose 45, 50 pounds, that's real. Definitely recommend Axio. Love it here. The people are great. They get you involved. They keep you motivated. It's a joy coming here. It really is pleasant.
Axio Fitness. Come be our next success story.
For heating, cooling, and indoor air quality, the Mahoning Valley trusts MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning, offering worry-free repair, service, and installation. Call MP Vivo today for a free estimate.
MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning. We're your energy-efficient experts.
The Golden Dawn has been Youngstown's best-kept secret. If you haven't visited, we'd love the opportunity to serve you. The Golden Dawn Restaurant on Logan Avenue on Youngstown's north side.
Want a great deal? $50 gift card for $40. Coca's Pizza with 9 locations has a big menu full of pizza and many other delicious items for whatever you are in the mood for. Buy now at myvalleydining.com, sponsored by Zabel's Restaurant Equipment and Supply.
All set for the second quarter here in Austintown in a low-scoring affair. Fitch with a 5-1 lead over Canfield as we welcome you back on this chilly Wednesday. Chad Krispinski, Todd McElroy with you. Opening things up here to start the second quarter. Austintown Fitch will have the ball and a 4-point lead. Severn has it onto the right side to Profanchik. They bounce it to Spalding. Back onto the wing, Profanchik. Here's Severn. Profanchik penetrates. She's cut off right of the lane. Lob it across the way. Pass is intercepted by Fleming. The Cardinals are in business ahead of the pack. Koenig cut off. Treveri shuffled her shoes ball fake, but she walked, and the turnover gives it back to Fitch.
You know, sometimes when the ball's not going in the basket, it's a common tendency for all student athletes to get a little bit too quick. And right there, Jenna kind of shuffled her feet before she took off for the basket.
Underneath, ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Falcons. Jenna Profanchik. So hoisted in from the baseline. There's a knockaway. Good deflection by Koenig. Cardinals push it up the floor. Koenig penetrates. She's cut off right to the lane. Treveri, long-range three. Back edge, no good. Ball knocked around and controlled by Farmer. And here comes Fitch in the other direction. On the right side, it is Spalding. Now to Severn. And Profanchik. Onto the right wing, Spalding. Back to Severn. A dual sport standout for Fitch. Severn off the back edge. It's no good. Koenig comes down with the rebound. That one deflected back, but gobbled up by the Cardinals. Good defensive play by Fitch. Bauer cut off. Middle of the paint. Profanchik walked with the ball.
Yeah, it's an opportunity that was a little bit squandered right there. Bauer did a great job here on our near sideline, kind of getting the steal and really making an unselfish play there for a layup, but just one step taken too much by Profanchik.
So it goes right back to Canfield.
You feel like Fitch is kind of gaining a little bit of confidence here, but again, Canfield is always, they're such a high-powered offense. They can go on a run just like that.
No doubt about that. Barricat has it near side corner. Havrilla, good ball fake, trying to draw some contact, and she is successful in that regard. So the Fitch foul will be the first here in this second quarter, and it's Samantha Severn picking up the personal. So to the free throw line will step the Cardinals. Free throw up and good for Havrilla.
They can see some of the good things that she can do. I mean, obviously just, in the first quarter she did, sustain a little bit of what was less than a minor head injury. That's a good thing, but that's what she does. She really does a good job of kind of taking the ball to the basket, and she can make free throws.
She's a menace on the defensive side, according to Coach Reel. Case in point right there. At the jump ball, we'll give it right to the Cardinals. That's excellent defensive work for Havrilla.
Yeah, Jenna does a nice job, and sometimes I think when you're struggling offensively, you look for a spark like this in Jenna Havrilla to get a deflection, to get a loose ball, and to turn the ball over on Fitch to get the ball back. So hopefully they get another opportunity to score the basketball right here on this special situation here on a baseline out of bounds play.
2-point lead for Austintown Fitch. Here is Treveri. Treveri goes off the dribble, pitches it back to Janone. Janone picks up her dribble, now to Treveri. Treveri spins her way into the paint. Treveri raises up a little bit short, but ends up with the ball in the end and misses badly again. And the rebound comes down to Spalding of Austintown Fitch over the time stripe into the forecourt. Here is Harris. Harris has it knocked free, gobbles it back up. There's a tie up. Yet another jump ball. That's 7 or 8 jump balls in this first half, maybe 6 or 7, but a lot. This one keeps it with Fitch.
Coach Horacek, I'm watching him. He's kind of yelling out at the officials. I'm not saying at the officials, but I think he felt maybe that was probably a foul right there, just because of the severity of the fall and by Harris. But it looked like she had a lot of ball there.
Traveling called as Spalding tried to corral it. So Canfield gets the ball back, trying to tie this game or perhaps take its first lead of the night. Barricat into the corner, into the hands of Fleming. Couple of dribbles from Janone. Now here's Treveri onto the wing, Barricat. Here's Janone, left low block, puts it up and in.
Yeah, Janone just has done that time and time again in games. You let her go to her left hand, it's very difficult for her to stop her. She does a nice job of finishing on that side of the rim.
Game tied at 5. We're inside of 5 minutes left until halftime. Top of the key, Spalding pitches it back to Profanchik. There's a Canfield steal. Carly Fleming, clear path. puts it up and in, and Canfield has its first lead of the night. It's now 7-5 in favor of the Lady Cardinals.
I've seen a lot of games that Canfield's played in, and I can tell you that's a Kodak moment right there, because it seems like Carly Fleming gets a lot of those steals. So like I said, look for those plays to continue on throughout the duration of this basketball game.
Amaya Harris slices into the paint, puts the floater up and good, and we're deadlocked at 7 with 4:19 left to play until halftime. Here is Fleming handing it off to Treveri. Near side Janone, 3-ball up, around and out, but the offensive board to Canfield's Carly Fleming. Off the dribble comes Castronova. Now into the corner are the Cardinals. Here's Fleming, floater up. It's no good, defended well in the interior. Here comes Amaya Harris. Harris feeds it near side. Good ball fake. Onto the wing, it's Spalding. Spalding whips it across to the right wing. Profanchik. Falcons now will slow things up. Spalding back onto the right wing. Spalding looking things over. They bring it to the near side. It's Harris. 3:35, rolling second quarter clock in a tie game at 7-7. Amaya Harris, right wing Profanchik, back to Harris. Fitch being very deliberate and very patient. This trip up the floor.
They're very comfortable with this pace right here. At the beginning of this contest, we talked about keys of the game. This is the patience that we talk about. But again, you don't want to throw an errant pass in front of 22 or she'll steal it.
Amaya Harris scoops it up. It will not go, but she is going to go to the free throw line, and she will do so with 3:04 left on this second quarter clock. And with that, we will take a timeout. So 3:04 to play here until halftime. We're tied at 7 on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Sheely's Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses. The best things in life happen at home. Since 2010, Soup City Designs has been your home for screen printing and embroidery. Get your custom gear for your school or business, such as apparel, uniforms, equipment, accessories, awards, laser engraving, and so much more. Don't wait until the last minute to get your child's spirit wear. Start your back-to-school shopping at Soup City. Looking for a new way to raise money for your cause? Contact Soup City to learn how we can help you raise funds with no out-of-pocket costs. Find custom designs that are unique to you at Soup City Designs on Market Street in Boardman. For the best pizza in Youngstown, visit Avalon Downtown Pizzeria. Still open during construction. No parking in front, no problem. Use the parking lot in the back and come in our rear entrance or find a spot on Federal Street. Plus, we offer free local deliveries downtown and call ahead for other delivery options. Come try our boutique-style pizza, where our dough is made fresh daily and always from scratch. Family-owned and operated with generations of tradition baked into every pie. Avalon Downtown Pizzeria on Federal Street.
At Climb Youngstown, we're not just a gym, we're a community reaching new heights together.
Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned climber, you belong here.
Join us at Climb Youngstown.
It's been a back-and-forth affair here with 3:04 to play in the second quarter. Fitch and Canfield tied at 7. Chad Krispinski, Todd McElroy with you. At the conclusion of the game, we will select a player of the game. It's one player that has made the greatest impact during our game of the week. Our Player of the Game award is sponsored by Soup City Designs and Reinhardt's Insurance. So 3 minutes, 4 seconds to play, and as we welcome you back, Fitch at the free throw line, and it is Amaya Harris putting the first one up, and it will not go, and she'll try to split the pair. She's a junior, averaging just a hair under 9 points per game. Tremendous one-on-one player. She missed both free throws. So Canfield off the miss will look to take the lead. They pitch it to Treveri. Treveri's had a tough shooting night tonight. Here's Janone. Onto the left wing, Koenig. Ball is poked up in the air. Controlled to Fleming. Fleming feeds Treveri from the free throw line. Puts it up, back edge, no good. And the ball is out of bounds and will stay right here.
Treveri's having a tough night, but I'll tell you what, she's a young lady that there's a lot of time left in this basketball game. She shoots it. It could go in, and I'll tell you what, Coach Rio and his staff has a lot of faith in her as well as these other players to make shots. That's why they'll keep shooting. They won't shy away from continuing to shoot the basketball.
All it takes is one to go down to get that confidence up. Here's Treveri raising up. Skims the front edge. It's no good. Fitch comes down with the board as we approach the 2-minute mark. Amaya Harris, fearless, heading to the basketball hoop. She has done it all season long, and they'll need more from her. She now slices her way into the paint. Dishes off left low block. That one rejected by Muckleroy.
That's the thing about this zone. If you are fortunate enough to get the ball past the guards, this part in Janone and Fleming, you've got a back line to deal with as well. So this zone is very well set up by Coach Rio and his staff.
Amaya Harris looking. 5 seconds called. Turnover gives it back to Canfield. Fitch had a hard time getting that ball in.
Yeah, again, you stand to throw a lob or any kind of a lazy pass in front of these guards, and you even got Jenna Treveri on the back line as well as a guard, but she's very quick, and again, you got to be very careful about how and where you pass the basketball against this Canfield defense.
Outside the three-point line, it's Janone to Treveri, back to Janone, slicing across the free throw line, penetrating, it's Fleming, out to Treveri. Treveri lobs underneath for Muckleroy. Muckleroy gathers, it's a double dribble, and a turnover gives it right back to Fitch with 92 seconds left.
Yeah, Fitch is doing a good job. You can see right now Canfield extending that pressure here at the end of this second half. We'll see if they can get a deflection and possibly a steal.
7-7 is their score across the time stripe into the forecourt. This is Spalding. Spalding back up to the top of the key. Spalding around to the right side. Harris firing. 3 ball off the side of the backboard. No good. Ball is tapped around. Still tapped around and controlled by Janone. Right wing Koenig. Koenig gathers it. Gives it over to Janone. They swing it back around. Treveri for 3. Got it!
Yeah, I think Jenna just had to kind of scoot back a little bit. Again, that was as pure could be. But good job and good momentum kind of leading into the end of this first half.
10-7 in favor of Canfield. First 3 for Treveri. They lob it underneath for Severn. Severn trying to find an opening. She's rejected by Muckleroy. Onto the near side, left wing, Spalding with a baseline jumper. It's up, no good. Muckleroy fighting for that rebound, and she is fouled. And that foul will be tagged to Farmer of Fitch with 30.8 seconds left. Canfield up 3.
They make a sub right here, and again, Muckleroy does a real good job. She's only averaging about 2 points a game, does a good job defensively, but, Bearcat, she's kind of struggled from the field a little bit as of late, but she's another young lady that she's in there for a purpose, and that's offensively right now.
Fleming has it over to Treveri. There's a tie-up. It's Bearcat is tied up at the possession arrow. Keeps it here, 19 seconds remaining. Jenna Treveri will trigger it in. Treveri looks and looks some more. Treveri bouncing it in, and the ball is stolen away by Austintown Fitch. Here comes Harris down to 12 and 11 seconds left. Severn feeds it. Farmer off the glass and in, but they will wave it off as Farmer walked with the ball.
She picked up that pivot foot just a little bit. I don't know. I didn't know if the officials were going to see it or not. I thought maybe they were going to call a foul, but she picked up that pivot foot just a little bit, and Mr. Jennings saw it.
5 seconds left, back to it. Treveri feeds it to the near side. It's gobbled up by Castronova. She puts it up. Shot was defended well, and with that, the first half is in the books. 17 total points scored in this first half. It was a defensive battle, to say the least. So, we've reached halftime here in Austintown. Your halftime score, Canfield 10, Austintown Fitch 7 on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
The best used cars in the Valley at StadiumGM.com.
The Red Tag sale is back at the Stadium GM Pre-Owned Superstore. Now you can save hundreds, even thousands on the pre-owned vehicle you need. Go to StadiumGM.com where you can see our entire pre-owned inventory. Then take the short drive to get the lowest Red Tag prices anywhere, like a Buick Encore from just $289 a month. And if you've had problems with your credit, we can help you get the financing you deserve. For your great Red Tag deal, get to the Stadium Pre-Owned Superstore in Salem.
For 120 years, Reinhardt's Insurance has been providing trusted advice and insurance solutions to protect what matters most. We learn your needs so that we can provide a variety of personal and business insurance solutions, from insurance for your first car or your first home purchase to growing your business and even life insurance and Medicare. Reinhardt's is a trusted partner for all your needs. No matter what stage of life or business, Reinhardt's Insurance Solutions will help you accomplish your goals.
Good luck to both teams in tonight's game from Valley Industrial Trucks. Valley Industrial Trucks, your professional full-service material handling corporation.
Here at 33 News, our positive parenting initiative helps parents with everyday challenges. From dangers your children face to easy tips all parents should know, we cover it all. Watch Positive Parenting Mondays during daybreak and 33 News at 11. Also online at WYTV.com under Community. Positive Parenting, another way 33 News believes in this valley. Presented by Mahoning County Children's Services and Buell Regional Health Foundation.
And welcome back to the home of the Austintown Fitch Falcons. We're here at halftime. It is Canfield with a 10-7 lead over Austintown Fitch. Hi again, everybody. Chad Krispinski, Todd McElroy with you. Let's revisit our keys to the game, which are brought to you by Avalon Pizza downtown. Todd?
Well, I think execution is sometimes can be a little bit deceiving because I think Canfield is getting the ball where it needs to go, but when shots aren't going in, that doesn't necessarily mean that execution isn't taking place. They just got to make shots, and that's really all that kind of equates down to. On the other side, I think, Fitch is doing a nice job. They're being patient. I think they've tried to take advantage of some full court transition opportunities on the offensive end, but for the most part, they like the pace of this basketball game right now. And on the other side, I think I'd kind of give the edge to Fitch there a little bit because I think the reason why they're only down 3 at this particular point in time while holding the Canfield Cardinals to 10 is because they are doing a good job on the boards, both on the offensive and defensive side.
Should be an exciting second half of action, and we'll continue our halftime coverage when we come back. 10-7, Canfield leading Fitch on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
This halftime report is sponsored by Valley STEM Academy.
STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics.
Just because you come to the Valley STEM School does not mean you have to go into the STEM career field. That's the beauty of Valley STEM, is that you really get to explore what it is that you want to do here.
We get to know their personal interests. We integrate the personal interests into our lessons along with the lab equipment.
This school has so much hands-on. It's so much better because I'm getting that help that I need, and I think that kids will have fun here.
Call today to schedule a private tour or visit MahoningCTC.com.
The Golden Dawn has been Youngstown's best-kept secret. If you haven't visited, we'd love the opportunity to serve you. The Golden Dawn Restaurant on Logan Avenue on Youngstown's north side.
When winter weather strikes the valley, turn to your 33 Pinpoint Weather team to keep you informed.
Clouds are going to continue to be in and out throughout the night.
Preparing you for dangerous conditions that can happen in an instant.
So we are below freezing area-wide.
Anywhere from 0 to -5.
Download the 33 WYTV app for up-to-date school closings and delays.
This is definitely icy on us.
Tracking severe weather and keeping you safe this winter, both on air and online at WYTV.com.
And welcome back to Austintown Fitch High School. We're here at halftime. It is Canfield with a 10-7 lead over Austintown Fitch. Hi again, everybody. Chad Krispinski, Todd McElroy with you. Our halftime report is brought to you by Valley STEM and by Avalanche Baseball. Team numbers from the first half of play. Todd, what stands out to you?
Well, I mean, it's pretty even Steven right there as far as where you go with rebounds and assists. You know, I think that, you know, certainly that assist total is something that needs to go up, because if you're passing the basketball, you're getting makes, and they're just not making a lot of shots, both teams right now. So once the assists start to kind of mount up a little bit, then we'll probably see some more made shots, hopefully.
Rachel Spaulding and the Fitch Falcons opened up the game. It took a little while, but they opened up a 5-point lead at 5-0. Spaulding drops in the triple. Shooting percentages, nothing to write home about, but again, that's sometimes the way it goes. 13% from the floor for Canfield, 18.8% for Austintown Fitch. Jenna Treveri, one of the top players on the Canfield team. Took her a while to get that three-point stroke going, but she can catch fire in a hurry. She splashes in the triple, her only 3 points of that first half. Spaulding, likewise, with 3 points in the first half of play. Canfield looking to remain undefeated, but they have their hands full here tonight in Austintown. We'll take another timeout and get you set for the third quarter. That comes your way next. You are watching the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
This halftime report is sponsored by Avalanche Baseball and Softball.
As a parent, you want the best for your athlete. At Avalanche Baseball and Softball, we get that. We aren't just another travel team, we're a pathway to success. At Avalanche, you'll find the latest real-time technology with feedback from our 35 USA baseball and softball certified coaches. We're a short drive away. Call Avalanche today and turn your athlete's potential into performance. Come be a champion at Avalanche Baseball and Softball.
It's a show you don't want to miss. The toughest monster truck tour brings all the action back to the Valley. 33 WYTV wants to make sure you're front and center with the best seats in the house. Enter now to win tickets to see all the excitement from a suite. Plus, we'll get you up close to all the trucks with pit passes. Go to WYTV.com and click on contests to enter. It's the toughest monster truck tour, January 31st and February 1st at the Covelli Center.
Your job search just got easier at myvalleyjobstoday.com. Search right now at myvalleyjobstoday.com.
And welcome back to the home of the Austintown Fitch Falcons. We're here at halftime. It is Canfield with a 10-7 lead over Austintown Fitch. Hi again, everybody. Chad Krispinski, Todd McElroy with you as we get you set for that third quarter. Canfield with the lead. What is Coach Reel's message in the locker room at halftime? And on the other side, on the Fitch side as well.
Well, Coach Reel's probably, hey, listen, we got the lead, and we did it in a pretty, non-traditional way, no doubt about it. But I bet he's telling his players that, hey, let's get some rebounds and try to push the basketball. There's a lot of open space on this floor, pretty big floor. Let's try to push the basketball and get some easy points and get scoring in transition. On the other side, Coach Horacek has to be telling his girls, has a lot of praise for him to really, kind of set the game plan where they've contained the Canfield Cardinals offense. They forced a lot of jump balls, and they're only one possession away from tying this game up. So, his Lady Falcons and Coach Horacek and his staff have to feel real good about where the team is, because he knows he's just a couple shots from falling from taking the lead in this game.
When you struggle to shoot the ball in a game, it's amazing how from one night to the next you could shoot the lights out in the zone, and then the next night you can't hit the broadside of a barn. When you look at that, what do you tell players as they maybe struggle to shoot or to see the ball go through the basket?
Well, I can tell you the one thing, what makes confident shooters is having good rebounders under the basket. So if you're going to get one shot, you're going to short arm it, you're going to do whatever, but if you know that someone's going to be down there to rebound the ball for you offensively, you're going to be very fluid in your motion and very comfortable, because at some point in time you're going to get it back. So I think there's a lot of teammanship that goes into maybe creating a good shooter.
So it should be an interesting second half of play as these two teams squaring off. It has been Canfield, if you're just joining us, winning 7 of the last 8 meetings in the head-to-head series. Austintown Fitch is without senior Elizabeth Spaulding. She's out with an injury tonight, so Fitch, already with a smallish roster, is even a little bit smaller in terms of numbers without Spaulding. So it'll be Austintown Fitch opening things up here in the third quarter with possession of the basketball. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. This one should be a lot of fun. Harris has the ball, picking up her dribble. This is Spaulding, lobbing it to the near side. Severin stops and pops and hits.
Nice job there by Severance. Getting the basketball, a tip, a deflection by Carly Fleming. Severance was able to kind of gobble it up and make that really high percentage 15-footer shot from the elbow.
On the right wing, it's into the hands of Koenig. Back up to the top of the key. Koenig hands it off. Now back across to Treveri. Treveri penetrates, lost the handle. It's out of bounds, but it's going to be off Austintown Fitch.
I think one of the things that Fitch has really done well, their man-to-man defense has really kind of closed down some lanes, because that's really how Canfield really likes to get leads and make shots, is getting the ball to the basket. So good job. Certainly a credit to Fitch's defense.
Treveri's entry pass is knocked right back out of bounds. So she'll look to get it in once again. Treveri has the ball in. Up to Fleming, back to Treveri. Thinking about that three, she fires and misses off the side of the rim, and it's out of bounds off Austintown Fitch. It just did nick Farmer on the way out.
The official was right there on the baseline. Looked like the ball was just going to go straight out of bounds, and Severance kind of just got one little tip. The ball kind of deflected in a different way, and it was seen by the official.
This is Koenig. Koenig spins free. Work it across to the left wing to Barakat. Off the dribble, Koenig puts it up. It's off the mark. Rebound Severn. Severn slices up the floor. Puts it up and in! Plus the foul!
I'll tell you what, Severn has really done a nice job, in the first half, the second half. She hit a 15-footer from the elbow. Really was going at a pretty good pace there, coast to coast, to take that basketball to the rim and score in the end one.
Foul is on Castronova, her first and the first on Canfield as a team. Free throw no good. Cardinal rebound to Jenna Treveri. It's 11-10. Fitch up by 1. Cardinals trying to answer back. It's Carly Fleming. Across the way, Koenig. Now to Treveri, firing. 3 ball. That one's short. The rebound to Fitch's Juliana Farmer. From that left side, jumper no good by Spaulding. And here comes Canfield in the other direction. Treveri, clear path, puts it up. And it's off the front edge of the rim like there's a lid on that basket. And it remains an 11-10 basketball game.
You can see when Fitch gets the basketball, all coaches are standing up on their staff and it's just telling them, just relax, or whether they're calling their set to really slow it down.
Harris from deep is off the mark. The ball is knocked out of bounds, but it's going to stay right here with 6:09 remaining. Ball is into Severn. Severn outside, Spaulding for 3. Around, and it comes out. Rebound to Canfield's Jenna Treveri. Treveri pitches it. It's tracked down by Castronova. Into the hands of Koenig. Underhand pitch. Now back to Treveri. Barakat and Treveri. Treveri looking for a screen. She penetrates, puts it up. It will not go, but she is going to head to the free throw line and shoot a pair. Treveri coming in, averaging 13.4 points per game, as that foul is number 1, tagged to Amaya Harris.
One of the things Fitch's defense has done is they really forced Jenna Treveri to go to her right hand, because she is a lefty player, and sometimes it's hard to remember that as a defensive player. But when you allow Jenna Treveri to go to her left like she did right there, she's either going to score, get fouled, and then she's going to make some free throws.
73.6% free throw shooter is Treveri. She now has 4, splitting the pair, and we are tied at 11 with 5:35 on a rolling third quarter clock. Harris has it on the left wing for Fitch. Into the hands of Severn. Severn back up at the top of the key, picks up her dribble. Over to Spaulding on the left wing. Spaulding, couple of dribbles, back up to the top of the key. Spaulding looks things over. Spacing a little bit off for Fitch right now as Spalding is in trouble. She works it over to Harris. Harris crosses over. Dishes off left low block. They feed it to the left wing. 3-ball up and over the basket, out of bounds. Spalding could not connect. And it'll go back to Canfield with an even 5 minutes to play in the third quarter.
They're very fortunate defensively right there. You know, Farmer had a shot on the left block and decided to kick it out. And Spalding had a great look, but could have been a layup, could have been a three-pointer. So very fortunate that ball not only caromed down, but caromed over the backboard for the possession to change.
Treveri for three. It misses everything, and the rebound comes down to Severn. Severn full head of steam, lost her footing. Koenig picks up the loose basketball. Koenig feeds Treveri. She puts it up and in.
Those are those offensive transition buckets that I talk about. That's what they need to kind of get this lead out. Obviously up 2 right now, but they would love to have a little bit further of a cushion and a lead here tonight.
13-11 is our score in favor of Canfield. Here is Harris as we approach the 4-minute mark of this third quarter. Harris back across the way to Spalding. Here is Harris. Harris firing. 3-ball back edge, no good. And the ball is tapped into the hands of Treveri. Treveri now has 6 points. Treveri is cut off to the top of the key. Back to Treveri. Firing. 3-ball. Got it! And rattles home. And with 3:42 left, we will take timeout. 16-11. Canfield ahead by 5 on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Sheely's Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses. The best things in life happen at home.
It's the event you've been waiting for. It's Sheely's annual New Year's event. Shop in store through January 11th and register to win gift cards and prizes from top vendors valued at over $45,000. Vendors like FlexSteel, Decorest, GE, and Serta. Treat yourself to new furniture in the new year with an extra 10% off these vendors. Plus, save big with these special purchases. Don't miss it. Giveaways and savings now through January 11th. Happy New Year from all of us at Sheely's.
Looking for a local insurance agent you can trust? Contact Mang Family Insurance for a quote today. Mang Family Insurance, a proud partner of the Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
And welcome back to Austintown, live on this Wednesday night. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Canfield starting to get that shooting touch. The Lady Cardinals have built a 5-point lead.
You know, when the shots go in a little bit, it creates other opportunities for other scorers as well. So look for other people to get involved here in the offense for the Lady Cardinals.
Ball is in the hands of Harris. Harris knifes her way into the paint, lost the handle, picked up by the Cardinals, who will push it up the floor. This is Castronova to Koenig, and now Treveri to the near side, Janone. Janone on the near side left wing. Great crossover. Janone puts it up and can't put it in. Rebound fought for by McElroy. She puts that one up over the basket. No good. Janone sticking her nose in there. Has it ripped free from her grasp. And it's a travel as Bauer hit the deck and is called for the walk.
Coach Real loves that play right there, you know, just extending it. You know, again, the shot isn't going in, whatever, you know, Janone had an opportunity, McElroy had an opportunity, but those are those plays that really excites a coach and knowing full well that you're gonna grit it out and do what it takes to win the basketball game.
Koenig outside the three-point line, Castronova into the corner. Koenig for three off the side of the backboard. It's no good. Still a 5-point lead for Canfield. Up the floor. Ball is saved in by Fitch to Canfield. Cardinals push it up the floor. Koenig into the corner. Skip pass back up to the top of the key. Castronova and into the hands of Janone. 2:40 left to play, third quarter. This is Fleming. Fleming pulls it back. Now works it to the top of the key. Koenig gobbles it up from the corner. Fleming for three. It's up, no good. Rebound down to Harris of Austintown Fitch. Still just a 5-point Fitch deficit. And we have a timeout that has been taken by Austintown Fitch, and it comes with 2:23 remaining in the third quarter. Canfield, you can see that confidence starting to build up just a bit, especially shooting the ball.
You know, the last couple offensive possessions were pretty good. I think you see the ball moving from side to side and getting a lot of ball reversals, and that really enables for good shots to be taken and offensive rebounds to be gobbled up. You know, Jenna Treveri certainly right here with another long-range triple, but again, when she starts to heat up, you can see Janone had an opportunity to make a layup. Koenig got a shot in the corner. So it creates other opportunities. But on the other side, Fitch, they called a timeout right there because they see that this is an important possession. You get a 2, you get a 3 right here. Now all of a sudden you enter a little bit closer to a one-possession game, and that's something that you're going to take an opportunity, this advantage to get your kids settled down, get a good look. Let's see if we can't get closer and get this lead together.
Rebounding very even. In fact, deadlocked at 23 to this point in the game.
Yeah, it looks like, Canfield, this is something a little different. CeCe McElroy, number 30, Aline Bearcat in the basketball game at the same time. So it's like they're looking to maybe get some rebounds here out of their 2-3 zone, going a little bit bigger of a lineup.
Spalding brings it to the near side into the corner. Severn faked the 3, back to Spalding. Spalding, couple of dribbles, pitches back to Profanchik. Now Severn. Severn knifes into the paint. Severn fights it up in traffic. It's no good. Rebound to Castronova of Canfield. Castronova across the time stripe into the forecourt. Has it outside on the left wing. Now Treveri, top of the key. She heads around a screen. Treveri whips it into the corner. Fleming for 3. It's an air ball, but the offensive board is tracked down by Canfield's Bearcat. Back into the hands of Treveri. Treveri cut off at the elbow. Feeding Bearcat off the front edge of the rim. It is no good, and Fitch comes down with the board, still trailing by just 5. Spalding in rhythm for 3. Back edge no good, and the rebound comes down to Carly Fleming of Canfield. Quick pace. Shooting has cooled off just a bit here. Bearcat for 3. Back edge, ball out of bounds, and it'll go to Fitch with $1:17 left in the third.
Aline Bearcat, that's her spot right there on that left wing. And again, she struggled from the field a little bit as of late. But again, that's how much confidence that Coach Reel and his staff has in their players, because the only way to get out of a slump is to shoot the basketball when you're given the opportunity to do so.
16-11 is our score, closing in on the final minute of this third quarter. Fitch basketball, it's Severn. Severn onto that left side, Bauer. She picks up her dribble and works it on the left side to Profanchik. Canfield comes up with a steal. Takeaway by Fleming. And it's a double dribble turnover back to Fitch.
It's a tough call there. And again, one of those things I think, Fleming wanted to kind of push the basketball up. She saw a player that was running down the right side of the floor. Unfortunately, dribbled it and then touched it again. Official was right on top to call a double dribble.
Inside the final minute, Severn has it into the corner. Falcons work it back outside to Spalding. This is Bauer. Over to Spalding. 32 seconds left. Kaylin Bauer. Spalding inside 30 seconds left. Spalding. Here is Bauer. Out front, Severn. 3 ball from the right side. No good. Rebound down off the miss to Treveri. Treveri has it to the near side. Janone outside. Treveri for 3. She knocked it down with the final seconds of the third. Winding down. Up the floor comes Spalding. Over onto the left side. Severn trying to beat the buzzer. It's no good, and we go to the fourth quarter. Canfield with a 19-11 lead on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
The best used cars in the Valley at StadiumGM.com.
What motivated me was my family, especially my son who just had passed away. Once you get going and you see the results, that also is motivation enough. When you lose 45, 50 pounds, that's real. Definitely recommend Axio. Love it here. The people are great. They get you involved. They keep you motivated. It's a joy coming here. It really is pleasant.
Axio Fitness. Come be our next success story.
Looking to sell your home? Call Classic Real Estate for hometown service, values, and expertise. Locally owned since 1969. Sell your home fast. Call Classic Real Estate at 330-757-8855.
Classic Real Estate proudly presents Poland's newest villa development. Villa Nora offers beautiful, custom-built 2- and 3-bedroom open-floor concepts. Call Classic Real Estate for details.
For heating, cooling, and indoor air quality, the Mahoning Valley trusts MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning, offering worry-free repair, service, and installation. Call MP Vivo today for a free estimate.
MP Vivo Heating and Air Conditioning. We're your energy-efficient experts.
Good luck to both teams in tonight's game from Valley Industrial Trucks. Valley Industrial Trucks, your professional full-service material handling corporation.
Here at 33 News, we wake you up the daybreak way.
Your local news, weather on the threes, and a little fun.
But we also honor our country every morning, partnering with local schools to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Wake up with us weekday mornings and say the pledge.
Check out all the pledges and sign up your class at WYTV.com under the Community tab.
Start your mornings with the pledge.
Only on 33 News Daybreak.
Sponsored by the Hometown Pharmacy, part of the neighborhood.
A team dedicated to keeping you connected. From hometown heroes to positive parenting, WYTV has the stories impacting your community. New in the Valley at 11. Only on 33 News.
8 minutes to play here in Austintown. It is Canfield with an 8-point lead over Austintown Fitch in All-American Conference action. Chad Krispinski, Todd McElroy with you. Lady Cardinals open up with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. Cardinals have it onto the wing to Janone. This is Treveri backing her way in. Janone slicing to the basket, fighting it up, around and in!
It's a big possession right there. You know, you remember at the end of the third quarter, Jenna Treveri hit a 3. That's a big possession right there. Scoring 5 points, 3 at the end of the third, 2 at the start of the fourth. It's a big possession there for the Lady Cardinals.
10-point lead for Canfield and a travel called on Amaya Harris. So the Cardinals now up 21-11.
You know, sometimes in a game, Fitch knows that they need to kind of push some pressure. And if they push pressure, it stands to think that Canfield could essentially get a layup here because they're so far up the floor.
McElroy has it outside the three-point line into the corner to Fleming. Fleming had it poked free from her grasp. And here comes Fitch up the floor. Rachel Spalding, right side over to Harris. Ball is loose. It is still loose. Jump ball called. Possession arrow keeps it with the Lady Falcons.
With this lead here at 10 at this point in time, sometimes you're going to ask Fitch to kind of come out and do some things that they're probably not comfortable in doing and playing behind. And you got to be careful because Lady Cardinals will take advantage of it.
Severin takes it back outside and gives way to Spalding. Rachel Spalding over to Amaya Harris. Falcons slowing down the pace, down by 10. Severin picks up her dribble, feeds it middle of the paint. Spalding kisses it off the glass, comes off the front edge of the rim, no good. Here comes Carly Fleming and the Cardinals. This is Treveri. Long range three. Janone knocked it down!
Yeah, great job there. Again, Janone has kind of asserted her will off the bench and starting out in this fourth quarter to do a really nice job for an assist and a three-pointer.
7 points now for Loriana Janone, and it is 24-11 in favor of Canfield as Fitch has taken a timeout. Hasn't been a great night shooting, but that was a pretty looking shot from the wing for Janone.
There's a lot of different young ladies on that team that can fill in the basket, just like what Janone did right there. You've seen Treveri do it. You've certainly seen number 2 Janone do it. But on any given night, it can be Castronova, it could be Koenig. it could be Fleming. So, really a high-powered offense in the backcourt for the Lady Cardinals.
And that's one thing the coaches from Canfield talked about. Had a chance to catch up with longtime assistant coach and former head coach Pat Pavlansky, and he said, look, I've coached a long time. He goes, but I want to be around this team, these players. He said they're so much fun to be around. They get along very well. They play very well together. This is a true team, and they're showing it with their efforts on the floor and their record.
They do, and I mean, they buy in at the defensive end, and that's really where it starts. That can always be 100% at the defensive end. Offense is often dictated from the field by 40%, 20%, 30%. And really, it's their defense that really kickstarts their offense, and that's their method of operation.
13-point lead for Canfield. Harris goes off the dribble. Ball is knocked free. There's one of those defensive plays. Fleming feeds it across the way, and it's an errant pass. She was looking for Janone as the ball went out of bounds. Canfield will control. I didn't think anyone from Fitch touched the ball. And I think they're probably going to reverse this and give it to the Falcons. They are.
Yeah, it was just kind of like an obscure pass that Fleming took, feeling she's on her power side on her right hand. She should have taken that to the basket right there. So, but again, they'll go to the defensive end and do their best to get a stop.
Harris firing for three. That one was short. Off the miss, rebound to Treveri. And Treveri alertly pulls it back out. Works it over to Barakat. And now here is Janone. Janone has her pocket pick. The ball is loose. Falcons control. But Janone takes it away. Janone fights it up. And she will go to the free throw line. Relentless defensive pressure from Janone.
On that loose ball there, the ball was kind of put up in the air. Janone took it and took advantage on a straight line drive and got fouled. Now he'll get the opportunity to shoot some free throws.
He's a 57.7% free throw shooter, averaging 4.5 points per game. Coach Reel telling us that Janone just provides a spark. She has great court vision, great passer. Also plays soccer, runs track at Canfield. She's been important here tonight. And it's 25-11 in favor of Canfield. Severn cut off at the baseline. Ball in the hands of Spalding, who triggers for three. And it is no good. Ball is on the floor. It is a tie-up. And that time the possession arrow points the other direction towards Canfield.
One of the things right now, it's where rebounds become the most important. To clear those one-shot possessions is so big for a defense. A lot of teams really pride themselves on doing it. Don't give up an offensive rebound. Let's clear it the first shot.
Look at Janone feeding it across the way. Off the dribble comes Koenig. From the near side, three ball up and good. Blasted in by Castronova. And Canfield is now starting to pull away. It's 28-11 in favor of the Lady Cardinals.
There's another young lady right there in Castronova that can certainly do a lot of good things from the arc as well.
Cardinals come up with another steal. Treveri pushing it up the floor. Treveri pulls it back outside. Has it to Castronova, to the line, to the lane. Puts it up, around, and in. And it's 30-11 in favor of Canfield.
This basket has really opened up for the Lady Cardinals here in this fourth quarter. But again, you look at the score right now and you know that it was much closer than this lead that they have right now.
30-11, Canfield looking to remain unbeaten. Here is Spalding taking it along the baseline, puts it up, and bounces off. And off that miss, rebound down to Treveri of the Lady Cardinals. Treveri crosses over. Treveri picks up her dribble. Back across the way, now to the top of the key, Castronova. Into the hands of Janone as we approach the midway point of this fourth quarter. Cardinals working some clock. And there is a whistle and a foul called on Fitch. It looks like Kaylin Bauer will pick up the personal. And so with 3:57 left to play here in the fourth quarter, we will take timeout. We'll finish things off when we come back. Canfield up 30-11 on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Sheely's Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses. The best things in life happen at home. For the best pizza in Youngstown, visit Avalon Downtown Pizzeria. Still open during construction. No parking in front, no problem. Use the parking lot in the back and come in our rear entrance or find a spot on Federal Street. Plus, we offer free local deliveries downtown and call ahead for other delivery options. Come try our boutique-style pizza, where our dough is made fresh daily and always from scratch. Family-owned and operated with generations of tradition baked into every pie. Avalon Downtown Pizzeria on Federal Street.
STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics.
Just because you come to the Valley STEM School does not mean you have to go into the STEM career field. That's the beauty of Valley STEM, is that you really get to explore what it is that you want to do here.
We get to know their personal interests. We integrate the personal interests into our lessons along with the lab equipment.
This school has so much hands-on. It's so much better because I'm getting that help that I need, and I think that kids will have fun here.
Call today to schedule a private tour or visit MahoningCTC.com.
At Climb Youngstown, we're not just a gym, we're a community reaching new heights together.
Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned climber, you belong here.
Join us at Climb Youngstown.
3 minutes, 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. It is a low-scoring affair, but Canfield has caught its stride here in this fourth quarter, and the Cardinals have opened up a 30-11 lead. As the Cardinals have the ball out of the timeout. Carly Fleming hands it off to Castronova. Castronova left of the lane, gives away to Koenig. Now into the hands of Treveri. Great backdoor cut. Castronova got decked, and Severin is going to be called for the foul, and that will be the third team foul on the Falcons here in the fourth quarter. That's going to be the fourth on Severn.
You really give a lot of credit to Canfield's offense in this fourth quarter, but bear in mind they've given up 0 points in this fourth quarter too, so a lot of credit to their defense as well.
Into the paint, Castronova, great cut and finish.
That's brought, again, Fitch is kind of getting out on every passing lane right now, and Canfield knows they're just going to cut back door and see if they can't get easy layups.
32-11 is our score from the free throw line. Tie up, jump ball. It'll stay with Fitch.
Again, still kind of grinding out at the defensive end. Canfield is right here, right now. They take a lot of pride in those single-digit quarters, and I'm sure it would be a feather in Coach Reel's cap and his girls to hold them to 0 in the fourth quarter.
Ball is loose. It's tracked down by Bauer. Harris for three. It's no good. Rebound taken away by Janone, and Janone walked with the ball, so that's a Cardinal turnover. It comes with 2:57 remaining in regulation.
Yeah, one thing there, again, realizing the lead is extensive at this particular point in time, Canfield's still just digging in defensively. And just doing a great job of just making things very difficult for the Lady Falcons to score or get an easy look at the basket.
Severn up front. It's around a screen from Spaulding. Severn with a floater, a little bit short. She follows her shot, sticks it back up and in.
Again, good job there by Severn to kind of have the presence of mind to kind of follow her shot, get the offensive rebound. They're still working hard as well in this game, so they're not going to quit until that clock hits 0.
Severn has 8 points for Austintown Fitch. It is 32-13, and we have an Austintown Fitch foul tagged to Harris. And Harris is going to head to the bench and be replaced by Profanchik. That's the fourth team foul called on Fitch. So Canfield has the ball. It's Janone. Would imagine the Cardinals will just wind some clock now. The comfortable lead. Ball in the hands of McElroy, and now Fleming. Here's Janone, and Profanchik commits the foul, and that will send Janone to the free throw line. So 2 shots for Janone. to make this a 20-point ball game. And it's good. When we're done here, we'll pick a player of the game. It's one player that has made the greatest impact during our game of the week. It is sponsored by Soup City Designs and Reinhardt's Insurance. Second free throw is up and good, increasing the lead to 34-13 in favor of Canfield. Profanchik, Spalding, back over, Severn, too strong, and off the miss. Rebound is tracked down by Janone. Ahead of the pack, Fleming to the line, to the lane, and she is fouled. Profanchik commits it with 1:48 to play.
The thing about Canfield's offense, you want to take advantage of opportunities like this because you know this is going to result in some positive play offensively for you, whether you're going to the free throw line like Fleming is, or she's going to make that layup. So you want to take advantage of those high percentage shots. You don't want to necessarily just hold the basketball and kind of clear it out. Maybe a little bit later, but not right now.
Carly Fleming, second fastest player that Matt Reel has coached.
I'd like to ask him who the first one was.
I can answer that. The only one faster, an individual by the name of Audra Frimpong, who ran track at Alabama. 35-13. All in the hands of Severn. Here's Spalding. Spalding pitches back to Severn. As we've hit the 90-second mark. Left in the fourth quarter. Bauer. Cut off right low block. Spalding triggers for three and misses. Falcons get it back. Three ball up, no good for Severn. And Janone was down with the board. Cardinals pushing the pace once again. Up and in! Plus the foul!
Yes, young lady has really had a nice fourth quarter. Ripping the ball away, just doing a lot of good things on the defensive and offensive end to give her team opportunities, to have this lead right now.
Janone puts the free throw up and good. She's been tremendous, now increasing the lead to 38-13. There's Severn. Ball in the hands now of Spalding and Severn. That was intercepted by McElroy in the interior. We'll see if the Cardinals will slow things up. Fleming. Outside Koenig. Now Janone. And I'm not so sure what happened there. The officials are heading over to the scorer's table. Maybe they're adjusting something on the clock, perhaps. Looks like the clock didn't start on time, so they put 56 seconds left. Canfield will still have it. As we'll wind things down here in this final minute. Janone whips it back over to the right side. Fleming. Fleming spins free. Canfield will have that one taken away for a split second and then out of bounds. As far as what lies ahead for these two teams, no rest for the weary. Canfield will face off with Howland on January 11th. Meanwhile, Fitch will pay a visit to Boardman in their next action on the schedule. 5-second violation called on Janone.
One of these things about both of these teams is the fact they're battle tested. You look down their schedule, and I know their win-loss records are quite a bit different, but they've played some really tough teams. Non-conference, and Fitch just started out with playing Harding. That's a tough contest in the league for them.
Boy, it sure is. Inside the final 10 seconds as Severn muscles that one up and in. Plus the foul to go with it. She's such a hard-nosed player is Samantha Severn. Senior averaging 12 points a game. Best defender for the Falcons. Team leader in steals and deflections. Outstanding softball player as well. completes the and one. Cardinals will just have to wind the clock down. And the final 5 seconds will tick on down, and the beat goes on for the Canfield Cardinals, who improved to 13-0 on the season. Final score in this one here tonight, it was Canfield 38, Austintown Fitch 16. We will visit with our player of the game when we come back on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
The best used cars in the Valley at StadiumGM.com.
The season of giving is here, and that means GM employee pricing to the public on all remaining 24 models. Only at the Stadium GM Superstore. Right now, everyone can save thousands with GM employee pricing on all remaining 2024 Chevys, Buicks, GMCs, and Cadillacs. It's the best time to buy, and we've even got sign and drive leases. Log on to StadiumGM.com or hurry in while supplies last at the Stadium GM Superstore in Salem.
Since 2010, Soup City Designs has been your home for screen printing and embroidery. Get your custom gear for your school or business, such as apparel, uniforms, equipment, accessories, awards, laser engraving, and so much more. Don't wait until the last minute to get your child's spirit wear. Start your back-to-school shopping at Soup City. Looking for a new way to raise money for your cause? Contact Soup City to learn how we can help you raise funds with no out-of-pocket costs. Find custom designs that are unique to you at Soup City Designs on Market Street in Boardman.
For 120 years, Reinhardt's Insurance has been providing trusted advice and insurance solutions to protect what matters most. We learn your needs so that we can provide a variety of personal and business insurance solutions, from insurance for your first car or your first home purchase to growing your business and even life insurance and Medicare. Reinhardt's is a trusted partner for all your needs. No matter what stage of life or business, Reinhardt's Insurance Solutions will help you accomplish your goals.
The Golden Dawn has been Youngstown's best-kept secret. If you haven't visited, we'd love the opportunity to serve you. The Golden Dawn Restaurant on Logan Avenue on Youngstown's north side.
Daybreak Nation, go to WYTV.com to be part of our Daybreak Coffee crew. Watch 33 News Daybreak every morning to see if you won great prizes like these.
Enter now. Go to WYTV.com and click on Coffee Crew under Contest. Watch every morning and see if you're a winner here on 33 News Daybreak.
Sponsored by B&R Wholesale Tire and Wheel, Panera Bread, and Galt Heating and Cooling.
Back to the home of the Austintown Fitch Falcons, where it is Canfield pulling away late, topping Austintown Fitch by a final score of 38-16. Hi again, everybody. Chad Krispinski back with you. It's time now to select our player of the game. Our player of the game award is sponsored by our friends at Soup City Designs and by Reinhardt's Insurance. Tonight's player of the game is Canfield junior Jenna Treveri, who finished with 12 points. Jenna, a low-scoring affair in that first half, but to get a win, a hard-fought win, how does it feel to top Fitch tonight?
Oh, it always feels great to be and to win your conference or to beat somebody in your conference. So tonight feels really good.
What was the difference in the end? Of course, it wasn't a great shooting first half of play, but then come the second half, you seemed to get your confidence as a group. Shots started to fall, and you pulled away. What was the difference in the end tonight?
We started moving the ball more on offense in the second half, so I feel like that was the main reason on why we were so successful and got so many shots off. In the beginning of the game, we started forcing, and we weren't just really getting that many good shots, so we got a lot of better shots in the second half.
You're a scorer by nature, and your shot wasn't falling early, but then you seemed to sort of settle in. Assess what you did tonight and what worked for you as you got that long ball working in the second half.
I mean, I couldn't have done it without my teammates. They found me in certain situations, and I'm just very blessed to be on a team with these girls. They all, at halftime, told me to believe in myself. Even though shots weren't falling, I knew that they had confidence in me, so it really built up my confidence.
What a start to the season it has been for you guys now. 13 wins in 13 games. How confident is this group as you embark on now the month of January, and tournament time is, coming up next month? What has worked so well for this group?
We're a very unselfish team, and our defense really gives other teams a struggle, and they kind of are very anxious when we play them. So I feel like our defense, if we keep stepping up our defense, it's going to be really hard to beat us.
Well, congratulations on a great performance. We wish you and the Canfield Cardinals all the best the rest of the way.
Thank you.
That is our player of the game, Jenna Treveri, 12 points, leading the way for the Cardinals as Canfield tops Austintown Fitch by a final of 38-16. We'll continue our post-game coverage after this on the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Sheely's Furniture, Appliances, and Mattresses. The best things in life happen at home.
It's the event you've been waiting for. It's Sheely's annual New Year's event. Shop in store through January 11th and register to win gift cards and prizes from top vendors valued at over $45,000. Vendors like FlexSteel, Decorest, GE, and Serta. Treat yourself to new furniture in the new year with an extra 10% off these vendors. Plus, save big with these special purchases. Don't miss it. Giveaways and savings now through January 11th. Happy New Year from all of us at Sheely's.
As a parent, you want the best for your athlete. At Avalanche Baseball and Softball, we get that. We aren't just another travel team, we're a pathway to success. At Avalanche, you'll find the latest real-time technology with feedback from our 35 USA baseball and softball certified coaches. We're a short drive away. Call Avalanche today and turn your athlete's potential into performance. Come be a champion at Avalanche Baseball and Softball.
Luck to both teams in tonight's game from Valley Industrial Trucks. Valley Industrial Trucks, your professional full-service material handling corporation.
Daybreak Nation, go to WYTV.com to be part of our Daybreak Coffee crew. Watch 33 News Daybreak every morning to see if you won great prizes like these.
Enter now. Go to WYTV.com and click on Coffee Crew under Contest. Watch every morning and see if you're a winner here on 33 News Daybreak.
Sponsored by B&R Wholesale Tire and Wheel, Panera Bread, and Galt Heating and Cooling.
And welcome back to Austintown Fitch High School, where we just saw the Canfield Lady Cardinals defeat the Austintown Fitch Lady Falcons by a final score of 38-16. Hi again, everybody. Chad Krasinski back with you. It is now time to hear from tonight's victorious head coach. Our post-game coach interview is sponsored by our friends at Axio Fitness. We're pleased to be joined by Canfield head coach Matt Reel. Coach, congratulations. Anytime you can pick up a victory in the conference, mission accomplished. Started slow, scoring the ball, but in the end, a win is a win. Your thoughts?
You know, I thought it was a really low-scoring first half, and we kind of set the game of basketball back to when they had the peach baskets and taking the ball to the hoop. Nobody could score, but I thought it was a product of two teams that know each other well, and it's a great rivalry, and I thought both were playing extremely hard defensively, which made points to come by, especially in that first half.
What was the difference in the end? Because come second half, start of the third quarter, that shooting stroke sort of came to be.
We tried to push the ball a little bit more, and I thought we got a huge contribution tonight. Loriana Janone off the bench, and Jenna finally hit some shots, and, you know, she's been struggling a little bit with her shot, but she kept her confidence, and then everybody else just started picking up off on that, and we just relaxed a little bit once we kind of built that lead and started getting some good shots and moving the ball a lot better than we had before.
Yeah, outscored Fitch 28-9 in the second half of play. We noticed how unselfish this team is that you have here. What has been the secret to the success, all of the success that you've had, 13 wins to start the season?
It's funny, earlier today, our old wrestling coach, Mr. Madison, who, you know, is a great wrestling coach, he follows this team, and he said, I really enjoy your team because of the unselfishness, and they play just for the purity of the game and how much they enjoy each other, and they really don't care who gets the credit. They just compete, and that's all 8 of them, and you know, if somebody's having a rough game, somebody else this year has kind of stepped in and just taken forward, and they really don't care who gets the credit. And I think that's a really rare thing in today's game, and that's why this team is so much fun to coach.
Coach, congratulations on a great win. We wish you and the Canfield Cardinals all the best moving forward.
thanks for coming out and supporting us. We appreciate it, Chad.
Absolutely, Coach. That is head coach Matt Reel of the Canfield Cardinals. Canfield tops Austintown Fitch by a final of 38-16. We'll wrap it up when we come back. You're watching live coverage of the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week.
The best used cars in the Valley at StadiumGM.com.
At Climb Youngstown, we're not just a gym, we're a community reaching new heights together.
Whether you're a first-timer or a seasoned climber, you belong here.
Join us at Climb Youngstown.
Ordinary people doing extraordinary things, overcoming obstacles. They persevere and endure, making them our hometown heroes. To nominate someone deserving, go to WYTV.com and click on Hometown Heroes under the Community tab.
We just have this hope that we're changing lives, that we're helping children.
See a new hero every Wednesday at 6 on 33 WYTV. Hometown Hero, sponsored by Joseph Law Group. Start your day different. Wake up with a smile. Wake up with a little fun.
I think I got one.
Wake up prepared to conquer your day.
Semi-truck caught fire just a few hours ago.
That's waking up the Daybreak way.
Time for science.
Join Len Rome and Jim Lowboy. The best way to start your day.
I like the word frolicking too, by the way. Should use that more often.
Weekday mornings from 5 to 7 on 33 News Daybreak.
Need a job? Find one here in the Valley at myvalleyjobstoday.com. Thousands of local jobs are available now at your fingertips. Search, research employers, and even create customized alerts. It's all available at myvalleyjobstoday.com. Local jobs for local people. Your job search just got easier. myvalleyjobstoday.com. Local advertising results with TV and digital.
We get a lot of feedback in our restaurants. Oh, we see you on the news, we see you here, we see you there.
We're focused on the local news, and a lot of our customers watch the local news.
You are reaching a vast amount of people.
And it proves to be very cost effective too. For the recognition we're getting and the exposure we're getting, when you break it down cost-wise, it's very effective.
For more information, go to wytv.com/advertise and we will contact you.
And welcome back to Austintown Fitch High School as we wrap things up here on this Wednesday night. Canfield tops Austintown Fitch by a final score of 38-16 with the win. Canfield improves to 13-0. Fitch drops to 6-6. Todd McElroy joins me one final segment as we take a look at our final box score and put a wrap on this one. Todd, your final thoughts? Canfield started slow but finished fast.
And, Coach Reel says that they may have set back the game a little bit. I would like to disagree with that. I think when you play good defense like Canfield does, or even what Fitch did, you're going to give yourself a chance to win the basketball game. So in the second half, the basket kind of opened up for Canfield. They outscored them 28-9 in the second half, and that's what gives them a 22-point win here tonight.
So the beat goes on for the Canfield Cardinals as they continue to thrive here in the 2024-2025 season. So that's the story from here at Austintown Fitch. Fitch drops to 6-6, Canfield 13-0. We hope you enjoyed this Wednesday night presentation of the WKBN High School Basketball Game of the Week. For my broadcast partner Todd McElroy and all of us at WKBN, my name is Chad Krispinski telling you once again the final score. Canfield 38, Austintown Fitch 16. Till next time, so long everybody.
Hi everyone, I'm Lindsay Watson. Thanks for watching the WKBN 27 First News YouTube channel. If you want more video news, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the WKBN 27 First News app for breaking news alerts.